studio with paranormal. We have a live guest in studio.
Right here.
We have hosts. We have a DJ.
Who's back there?
So what do you call this? It's a fucking radio show. And you guys are here to listen to it.
Shit.
Man, it's fun, dude. We are on episode deuce of Paranotnormal.
That's right.
It's always fun. Me and Ronnie get together when the sun goes down. And tonight when the sun went down, it was a little bit different than normal.
It was. Mars.
Yeah, can you explain? Can you think what it was to look at it? Like, it was weird. It felt like the biggest thing I'd ever seen in the sky.
It's the biggest thing I've seen.
It was like an orange orb glowing.
Yeah.
And there was just blue all around it. I mean,
it was
insane.
It was hypnotizing.
It looked like the end of the world.
Yeah. Man, we're lucky you hear that sexy voice. I hear that sexy voice. Yeah, you hear that sexy voice because I hear that sexy voice. That's DJ Slim behind us.
Yeah.
We always play some good ass, some of my favorites, for SkullFace Records and friends and family during the show.
Yeah.
And I will be right back. And I'm back, man, and I'm better than ever. Mickey Mouse, you guys might have missed it. Normally on Monday, McCarty Party, Mickey Mouse will make his appearance. And he comes by here for several different reasons, but he actually made his appearance tonight, so we appreciate it. Yeah, Mickey Mouse just pulled up. I had to go out and say what's up to him.
TT calls him the drug-dealing rodent with his dick hanging out.
That's about it, man. That's the truth. That's fun. We're doing an episode 2.
Episode 2.
Deuce. Number Deuce. Deuce. I'm excited. What we have is a guest that you brought in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you've introduced him, haven't you?
Not yet.
You haven't introduced him? Introduce this dude, man. He's only been in here, I would say, 35 minutes. Mm-hmm. First off, I felt his aura.
Yeah.
First off, he talked about a bunch of stuff that I'm very familiar with. Mm-hmm. Second off, he had like 17 stories.
Yeah, we should have already recorded.
Yeah, we should have already been done because he let us know all kinds of awesome shit already. So go ahead and introduce your buddy, man.
This is my friend Travis Franklin.
Travis Franklin!
What's up?
What'd he say? He said redneck hauntings. Or what were you talking about?
Redneck ghost hunters?
Redneck ghost hunters, right? That was funny, man. We appreciate you coming in. The funny thing, it's a coincidence. He hits me up and he says, hey, he's actually going down and he's talking to the guy at the Opera House right now. He's going to be here around 7:30. Yeah. Well, I'm getting married there on Halloween
at 7:30.
So we're very interested in all this type of things going on in that theater. We've all kind of been in this area our whole life. We've all kind of lived and heard the folklore of what's going on. So it's cool to be able to dig into a little bit with someone who's really, really experienced it and someone who's lived in this town their whole life.
When we're talking about the Roz Opera House.
The Roz.
And technically, to correct it, it's Ross.
Ross.
The family get extremely bent out of shape.
Oh, okay.
What's just a little tidbit? Like if you're on Pike Street, so you're at the Roz Opera House and you go in and you make that left, and then there's that museum, correct?
Oh yeah.
There's the Roz.
That's the original Roz.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they moved. That was the original spot, which Chris.
So is that what that lettering?
Yeah.
Yep, it says it right on the facing of the building.
Yeah. And that was it was created by Chris O'Donnell's grandfather, the actor.
What made them move? When the dude set everything on fire? Or?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but that building's cool where they moved to. Like that's where we're at right now. The Beacon, and it's considered one of the most haunted places in Kentucky. Almost top 10, probably maybe.
Third most haunted in the
Third?
state.
Oh,
Third
wow.
Right behind Waverly and Bobby Mackey's.
Damn, I didn't know it was that popular. But it is haunted, man, because like going to theaters there, I mean, you go to you go upstairs, and then they had the section behind the balcony where they would the African American people were supposed to watch movies from, and that's creepy. If you go back there and try to make out with your girlfriend and
get a little bit of finger action.
I mean, I don't know. It's very, very It's very
Well, the reason
scary.
the reason,
spot.
Slim, that I just commonly went through there is, first off, I'm engaged. Mm-hmm. Second off, I'm very familiar with that, and I know that's common.
What, finger banging?
Oh yeah, and the
Yeah.
Roz back in.
Yeah, back in the Roz upstairs bathroom.
Ding-a-ling. 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 Fuck.
I can't
Get it up. Nice.
But I used to, when I was a kid, we used to go see movies there. I remember having fucking breakdowns because I got so cold and I would start shivering, and I have this kind of weird seizure thing where I kind of curl up into a ball and shiver.
Oh, shit.
And that would happen to me all the time there.
I would feel the same feeling in the theater that I would feel when I was at home watching alien shows. Like when I would watch an alien documentary when I was like the ages of 8 to like 13 or 14, I'd get this weird feeling that I'm watching it, but I'm kind of out of my mind a little bit, and then I come back.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt a lot of times when I was watching movies in there. Because like
you'd leave your body. I had that same feeling. That's
I've watched
funny
movies,
you mentioned
and
that.
unless I was partaking fun with my friend, lady friends or whatever that were there, if I was focusing on the movie, it was different.
That's weird because that happened to me a couple times there, and I kept looking at my friend going, "I'm in the movie,"
Because I feel like I was like extended out of it.
Gotcha.
So our buddy Travis, right, has some actual
EVPs.
What?
Yeah.
From the
We'll try.
area?
Hopefully they play clearly for everybody.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting though, man.
Oh, yeah.
Where else have you been besides? I know we're going to be hitting on the Rawls theater, but where else have you been? Ross, where have you
I
been?
think it's Ross.
Ross,
right?
Ross.
Ross.
Yeah, just like R-O-S-S.
Yeah, Ross. Yeah,
I got you. Well, the H throws me off.
It's like ROSS.
Yeah.
Ross.
I've heard people call it the Rose.
That is actually out west. That's how they pronounce it.
A lot of people call it differently, man.
He gets people calling, asking about it.
Well, the thing
So
is,
people out there know about this theater? That's
Apparently.
wild.
Yeah, he was actually, they did My Ghost Story, I think, in 2010, I believe. So.
what other things, places have you investigated around this area? Like I know, like in Cynthiana. Besides there, what other kind of haunted places are in this area that you know of?
Well, there's a graveyard that I won't say specifically due to privacy and things, but it is lit up. There's all kinds of activity in that place.
Oh, sure.
I have a house that it's been an ongoing 2-year investigation. It's up on Webster Avenue.
Oh, wow, it's
It
close.
has some Civil War activity. So that place is really active. But
Do people live there?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sure do.
And they're interested in this and are trying to seek help, possibly?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's my
Wow.
bread and butter. That's what I love to do is help the people.
that's cool.
Going to the famous places is fun and all that.
Yeah,
jazz.
but actually getting in it and doing it for
Do you
to
ever
help folks.
do you ever do clearings, like
Yep,
stage clearings?
Yep, that's a lot because people. I mean, who you call? You got shit moving around your house and whatever. Well, you call the police.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
they
don't
think
know
you're
who-
crazy.
They have.
think you're
I've
crazy.
heard stories.
Oh, yeah.
People,
Pretty rewarding when you go in and do this, and then a couple of days later, hey man, thanks.
you.
You know,
Oh, it
we
goes-
finally get to sleep.
Do,
we finally
um,
got our house back.
Do you have a team?
Yeah.
Do you, for say, show people, like on your team, did everybody already kind of have their own thing going on with being able to help and being able to understand the unknown? Or did one of you help the others understand, how to do it? Like, how did you guys come to hanging out together and doing this together?
Just time, exposure.
Yeah.
When I
Just
first
similar.
started this, I was little fry. I had a recorder and a camera and started doing it, and then started posting what I was getting. And people
Awesome.
would, hey man, that's cool. Can I go with you? And next
Yeah.
thing you know, I've got a team. So,
Oh,
Hell yeah.
but I've been, I guess, the ringleader, obviously, and I do a lot of teaching and stuff. Now I do have a guy right now named Chris, and he's really knowledgeable and got a lot of equipment and so forth. So,
I've heard a lot about him.
Chris, what's his last name?
Tanner.
Yeah, okay.
Tanner.
What's the team name?
KPRIS. It's Kentucky Paranormal Research and Investigation Society.
Awesome. So if people want to call in and book an investigation with you or something like that, then that's where they reach you, right?
Yep. Get
That's
on Facebook. We have it's the Paranormal Kentucky KPRIS group page, and you can contact me there or by
Well, I know a lot of people who want to do that right now. I have like I mean, I'm not shitting you. I have probably 100 to 200 people that are going to be coming down for this wedding the week before and the week of Halloween, and they're all interested in doing stuff like this.
So we're getting ready.
We'll pack you out.
I was just talking to the co-owner, Ross, and we're getting ready to light that place up. So there's going to be
fun.
A lot of investigating going on.
Especially with us getting married there at the same time, and we're going to be decorating it up, like I said, like Halloween. We're having like an Addams Family type deal.
If anybody's listening and you're interested, Travis Franklin, go on my Facebook page or go to our group page and like me up. We'll get to get it.
Are we doing
like
this?
A good time to
are you doing it all
experience.
like an all-nighter thing?
Like a great time.
Is it gonna be like an all-nighter?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go explore that place at night. I know it's got some hidden place. I've heard of different rooms it's got, like behind the stage. There's like spots you can go to.
You go underneath, and there's dressing rooms and stuff.
Yeah.
And of course.
So can I ask a quick question? I know I keep running my gums over here on you, bud.
I'm chewing gum. You want some?
I hear it. I don't know.
All right, I need to stop. I'm just gonna dip it.
No, I like it. I like it.
There's a soothing.
Hey, can you turn? Let me turn it.
There you go.
How about that?
There you go.
Boom, boom. That's some meat and potatoes, ain't it? All right. So I have a SkullFace Records radio question and a paranotnormal question all at the same time for Travis. Could we arrange where we kind of are able to document what goes on with you guys and have a radio show about the staying all night? If say for instance, what's your group sizes that you like to do the all night?
Depends. Totally. Just
what would be the max?
Ross, I would say I'd keep it down to 6 or 8.
So I'm going to give you 8 people, and we stay all night. Can we do a show? Can we do our show about things that are going on that night? I'm not gonna, if nobody wants their name exposed for reasons or something like that.
Yeah.
But I would like, because like I said, that's what our show's about too. So I would like to experience that around our wedding time that I'm getting married and be able to document it as well. Because I'm super interested in it.
Yeah.
From my end, that'd be a big fat hell yes.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So, but could you look into the logistics for us?
Yeah.
Because, like I said, we're not going to do anything more than put it on, talk about it, and put it on our radio station and promote what's going on down there. We wouldn't say anything negative. If anything negative came out of it, we wouldn't come on and talk about that. You know what I mean?
It is.
We don't put nobody under. If we don't mention it, it means we don't give a fuck no more.
This works great for me too because we're just now starting to explode.
Brother,
and
I can, brother,
a YouTube channel and podcast myself. So
my boy Dennis back here, he's about to spend some. He's about to spit some knowledge about Roz.
Slim, don't call me about my government name.
I can't call him by his government name.
Dude, the fucking
I forgot I called him by his government name.
The fucking IRS is gonna be after his ass now. We found you now, Dennis.
We have DJ Slim behind me, and he's going to be talking that knowledge about the Opera House, and he's going to be spinning a good hit here soon.
Right.
But what he can do as well, Travis, is he can make you the most kick-ass, badass fucking commercial.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking talking about what you want to go on down there and promoting what you want to do. And you can put it on your Facebook pages, on your YouTube pages, on your whatever pages, and have a badass thing to show what's going on with you and your crew.
Like a little video.
So I'm saying, like, you scratch our back, we'll scratch your back, and have you one of the most baddest ass promotion videos to go on for this at the right time.
Hell yes.
You know, they said we got a bunch of people going on down there. How about that, Slim?
Yes,
Does that
I
sound
can
cool?
totally do that.
Did you find out anything about this place down here?
I found out that they do host paranormal investigations.
Duh.
Let's see here. It really just has like some basic information. They've got like links to some YouTube videos that people have video evidence and audio evidence of things that have happened there.
What about the Wikipedia, like the when it was built?
Like how old is it? Just like the basics. You know, how much it weigh? Where's it from? Who made it?
Let me see.
Anybody died there?
How many souls have been conceived?
You guys talk. I'll let you know when I'm.
What you gonna do when Nick comes in there, brother?
Putting tallies on the bathroom wall.
Man, I'm excited. What we also want to do, you know, other than that, you know, we do music here. And beyond hunting it and stuff, I'd like to come in there and have a showcase.
Yeah, we could play.
We can show you some videos we've been doing around here, man, and we compete with anybody around the whole globe when it comes to entertainment, I think. And to be able to put that in a classic opera house like that, man, that's a dream come true for some of us.
I always wanted to play there.
Me too, and I never have.
No. I'm sure the sound would be weird. We'd have to have a big PA pumping.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Did any of those pop up yet? No, not you, Slim.
I've got some here. Hopefully
Is it connected to your Bluetooth?
Yeah. Hopefully.
If it is, what we're listening to, guys, go ahead and tell them what we're listening to. Right?
All right. Well, this was way back about 10 years ago. I was green as a gourd. This was the very first time I had ever went on any kind of a big investigation, and it was at Ross, of course. But rookie mistake in a way. I just hit a digital recorder, hit record, left it on the stage, and let it rip. And
Gotcha.
The recording ended up being 1 hour and 51 minutes.
Oh,
To
wow.
any prospective investigators, don't do that shit. Bust those files into
Free
5
lessons.
minutes.
Free lessons.
Don't
Free
do it.
lessons right here.
So, anyway, in the course of the 1 hour and 51 minutes, I got a total of 243 EVPs in this file.
Damn.
Not all of that is voices. Some of it's unexplained knocks and bumps and whatnot. But I'd say approximately 185 or 190 of them are voices and stuff. So,
Holy shit.
So,
They're partying, man.
And you're talking about right down here what we're just talking about.
Ross Opera House.
Ross Opera House.
Holy shit.
That place is haunted as shit. I don't know. Are y'all running video today too?
We can put the video into it. If you give us the video you got, we can put it on the recording we're doing.
Well, I've got some pretty crazy ass pictures and stuff you might want to check out.
Oh, great! Yeah, we'll put that on the live feed. Then when we put this on the YouTube, because this is going to go on our YouTube page and on our radio.
Awesome, cool. So I guess the resident famous ghost is like every other haunt. It's the lady in white.
Yeah, that's the one when you go on the door. She haunts the stairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does she have a name?
Lady in
All
white.
right, now that's a
that's her
mystery.
name?
Yeah.
That's been a mystery. Now, I have a picture, and there is a skeletal woman's face, and she's always been said to have a shroud or a hood over her head. That is in this picture, and right beside her is a pissed off looking dude. He's got this big sinister, almost Joker grin going on. In these files, I've got about a 10-minute segment, I guess, where they were back and forth fighting. I mean, like she was like, my life's a tragedy. He's like, your life fucking sucked.
Damn.
And she says, go ahead and break my neck. And he's like, I'll fucking kill you, bitch.
Do you think they're from the same
Time
era?
I don't know if they just clash or something.
Where was the microphone placed at in the
It's right on the stage.
Right on the stage.
Right side of
All
it.
right.
But during the course of that, he did say, I hate you, Katrina Chambers.
Oh, shit.
So there's some proof. Boom.
I guess I'm assuming that's her.
And now we took that name to the library. Try to look it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What'd you find out about?
We never have verified.
Oh, shit.
Oh, boom.
So yeah, it's still unofficial, but I mean, he said it, so I guess he knows better than any of us
That'd be
do.
a cool shirt.
I have some work to do tomorrow.
Well, you can go down
Actually-
to the records where you get your license. There's a room, I think.
That's what I'm
to the
saying. You
left.
should look it up.
Matter of fact,
What'd you say, Slim?
Here's the page right here, Ronnie. Read that text. if you
What'd you
want.
say, Slim?
I
from the very
definitely
top.
have some work to do.
That's
I'll
where they
swing by the
started.
library tomorrow and do some.
Yeah, do some research.
So we go at 28 minutes and 55 seconds. Almost immediately, a male voice says, I hate you. Then yet another male voice says, the girl? And then a very faint voice is heard screaming, he's killing me. The voice was male. As we're leaving the segregated balcony, a female voice was captured saying, go ahead and break my neck. Then we stopped in the main balcony area as Joe and I retold a story from the theater from years ago when a female voice says, my life was a tragedy. And then a male voice immediately says, your life sucked. Damn. The female reports immediately saying, you're fucking crazy. The female voice says, I'm taking the girl out of here. That's wild.
Now, we had a girl named Kylie was with us that night. She remarks on her a few other times, too.
The immediate response from the male voice was, you bitch. The female voice retorts with, fuck you. I commented on a switchboard that I was on a table, and a female voice says, who own it? A comment was made about the DVD copy of The Exorcist that we came across. As I finished speaking, a male voice says, die, bitch. He's like, I've never...
I flipped the fuck.
Hey,
out.
he probably saw this in the theater too, The Exorcist, when it came out. I bet.
They've still got a poster back there. There's a room, like the projector room,
Yeah.
right behind it. We call it the poster room. It's like a great big. It's probably about the size of your studio here, and it's like waist deep with posters and shit.
No way.
It's like Exorcist.
Wow.
Joe.
You know how much that is?
Yeah.
Because I
Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
I collect original posters,
They do
and
have
that's
security. Don't try it.
Now we'll be like, we'll do free commercials for posters.
all right. There's one more. I made another silly comment about The Exorcist, and a female voice says, "You're strange." It sounds as if she was laughing as she speaks.
If you want to hear that one, if I can get it on here, it's funny because her accent, the way she speaks, she says that she's like, "You're strange." It's kind of funny.
I'd absolutely like to hear them. Yeah, if you can queue up any of those,
Yeah.
those are intriguing as fuck.
As he's doing that, I do have the haunted history of the Raws.
Ooh, here we go. Let's hear this.
Roll with it.
Okay, so it says that actors, actually, it says that actors used to come here 100 years ago to fret their little hour upon the stage and then be seen no more.
What?
It says few stones remain to mark the place where they played their last act, when death extinguished the footlights and the weary actors crossed from time to eternity. It says if Abram Crossdale, which is another name I'm going to reference tomorrow, who died and was buried in the old cemetery in 1812, could rise from the dead and sit on his moss-grown tombstone, how would he be surprised to see the cars thunder past his resting place? It was originally built in 1871 as Aeolian Hall, a live production theater located on the second floor. A silent movie projector was eventually added to bring movies to Cynthiana. In 1941, the new Ross Opera House was added to the building by H.A. Ross and his son Carly. These men are the grandfather and great-grandfather of the actor Chris O'Donnell. Today, Ross hosts movies, live events, and is known to be haunted. Some of the activity reported includes an angry man, a lady in white, and 2 children who run and play. The woman appears to be in her 40s, wearing a long, flowing white garment.
I'm getting cold chills.
Yeah, me too. I feel weird already. Do you feel weird? What did you feel when you came in here?
Nothing.
Yeah?
Not a thing. And yeah, we haven't got to that yet. Sorry, guys. I switched my vape, and it's really.
It's all good.
I smelt the smell. I'm like,
It's bear.
I look and nobody would. I didn't even see it in your
I switched
hand.
up from Nick Salt back to juice, and
Yeah.
kind of messing with my throat. I apologize to everybody for clearing my throat every 2 seconds.
No worries.
But actually, I found out over the years. I found out immediately, actually, like probably the second time I ever fooled with paranormal at all. That I've got a friend that's psychic, and he told me that I was an empath. I had no idea what the hell that was, but then he said he followed up and said that I was a heyoka. So
I've heard the whole phrase before.
that I have kind of learned over time that apparently I am. So.
Well, I believe Slim, you same way, right?
Yeah, I'm an empath.
Yeah,
I can
same
feel
deal.
vibes and things like that. Like, it's really weird. Like I was telling Travis, before we started the show, when we first got this building, that was the first thing I did was walk around in here to see if I got any bad vibes, and I don't get any bad vibes out of here at all.
It's a good place.
I do have a photo here. It's not much good for audio, of course, but just to throw it in. But I've got ADD, so if I don't tell y'all now, I'm gonna forget this shit. This one, I have a YouTube video that I did a long time ago. It's trash. I'm getting ready to pull it, so don't try to look it up.
I got you.
But basically, I had a section with orbs, and if you see in this photo, there's a white light right here.
Oh, absolutely.
So I included this in the orb section. Well, I had somebody message me and said, "I think you missed the FBA full body apparition." And I was like, "Okay, shoot me a time link or whatever, timestamp, and I'll check it out." He sent me this enhanced photo, and I went back and checked the actual timestamp, and sure as shit, it's there. So
Oh shit.
he's got her centered, and then 2 enhanced images on either side of that. So that might be her. I don't know.
Definitely something's there.
It also says here
What
that
we're doing is we're looking at this image that Travis has. Yeah, there's definitely something in the picture there.
It appears to be a woman kind of looking back over her shoulder and maybe like a fur coat or some kind of lining around the neck. And then there's another, looks like it's some kind of material.
Did you ever hear about the the Kentucky Theater and the old organ player that's in the front row all the time?
One in Lexington?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's he apparently he was an organ player and ever since then he just sits in the front row every film people see him.
That sounds fun.
Like, have you been to the Kentucky Theater sometimes at night, man? There's like passed out homeless people in front of you snoring.
Oh, yeah.
Like people are screaming, smoking.
Oh yeah,
that shit gets wild in there.
I saw Blair Witch Project.
The Kentucky Theater.
If you come over here closer, we can both be in the. We can be in the line.
You want to check this one out, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Y'all just blow that up and look and just tell them what you see.
Okay, great.
Oh, there we go. Check out this orb.
And pay attention to my shirt.
I don't know if you can cue it up on there very well. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. We'll load these pictures. These pictures that we're watching, when we load it to YouTube, we'll load these pictures as well. So you'll be able. Let me see that real quick.
Well, if you look at it, look at my shirt. It's pulling on my shirt.
Oh, holy shit! It's pulling it up.
That's
Joe
wild.
Shad was with me on
you
that
felt
one,
it
and
move?
If
Joe Shad was there with me.
If
I
you
told
see
him,
this, it's awkwardly coming out at an angle, like someone has his at his love handles. It's pinched and pulled back.
Hey now, hey.
Hey, yeah, where my love handles would be. Where my love handles would be.
It's definitely it's the woman doing it. She's like, yeah.
She's trying to get you back. Yeah, that's really interesting.
Joe
So
Shad was with me, and I told him, I said, Joe, take a picture. Something just touched me, and he popped.
Oh wow.
There you go.
I've never seen like orb actually penetrate something
that's
solid.
Something everybody's, it's dust. There is dust and moisture and pollen and many other things that can create a false image. But I'm sorry, that shit's pulling on my shirt.
Yeah.
An interesting thing he said that I noticed when we were just running around here like chickens. You were saying, some people load up and they get places and they might get one or two things all night long. Like you watch one of these things on Discovery Channel or History Channel, and you watch a whole thing and they'll just grab one or two things here and there, and you're like, well, shit, I get that in 30 minutes. I'll get
30 seconds.
Yeah, I'll get that just in a matter of, I guess, walking in a place. I guess the question I have, for me looking in, is how do you deal with that on an ordinary basis? Like if you go into a place and it's overactive, does it bother you? Or does it affect you to be able to do whatever you came there to do?
To a degree. It depends on the energy. If it's negative, it drains you. If it's like even human, just like going to Walmart. If it's busy, it's physically overwhelming. It stresses you. I don't know how to explain it. Really.
Yeah.
It messes with your vibes, and I gotta go. I can't deal with it.
Yeah.
Like a building, I can walk in, and I was telling Slim earlier that it's the best way I can come up with to try to describe it is if you're going to sleep. It's dead quiet. Somebody enters the room without making a sound, but you can feel that slight kind of shift in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's very similar to that. So if I go in somewhere that's got spirits or whatever, I can.
Yeah.
That's pretty much. But I've gotten to where I can hone it a little bit better over the years. So I was telling him about that earlier too. That I've got an example on audio where a guy was telling me what's going on in his house, and I kept leaning out and looking past him and into this room, into this particular corner. Finally, he was going on, and I was like, "Man, I hate to interrupt you, but do you have shit that goes on in that corner?" He says, "Oh yeah, all the time. That's a hot spot." He said, "Actually, this house was a funeral home before the people built their actual funeral home, and that's where they displayed the bodies."
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then I was just telling Roger, getting back to our old cemetery, there is a local legend there. There's a lady named Margaret Gowdy. Well, not lady, she was a young girl. Her dad, back in the day, she got pregnant, and her dad, literally chained her to a radiator and left her. She starved to death over time. She whittled away and died.
Well, that's awful.
Her grave is still down there at the cemetery. But there is a building that I've been walking past in town for years, and I would point and say, there's a girl in that building, and she's in distress or needs help or something. It turned out Roger Slade shared a story, a little picture on Facebook and a little story about it. And this is the former Margaret Gowdy was. And I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So,
Man,
kind of learned to hone it.
we're going to cut to a song real quick because we got a few tunes we're going to play, and I want to come back to some of the some of these EVPs and some of these scary ass stories downtown. There is some crazy buildings downtown Cynthiana.
And they're all connected through basements. Because I think the original, where he burned it down, was it John Hunt Morgan, right?
Yep.
Burnt the city down, and they rebuilt it. The original basements were still there.
Yeah.
And they all connect.
Oh, yeah.
Somehow.
We might have to rename our band The Ashes of Cynthiana.
The Ashes of Sin City.
Underground.
Go ahead, Ronnie. Send them with the song, man. And guys, we'll be right back. We have Travis Franklin in the studio with us. It's DJ Slim spinning the best music in town, and yours truly, Nick Himes and Ronnie Kenner, giving you Paranormal SkullFace Records.
The band is I Am Alien. This is so empty.
Yeah,
The paranotnormal.
with an awesome song by I'm an Alien. Oh yeah.
So empty.
So
Inside.
empty.
Can I get this
inside.
plugged in somewhere?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's telling me it's about done.
It is about dead. Where's the plug at? We have an extension cord running down this behind you. If you pull it on it like a snake, it will come to you. Hopefully it's not plugged up to something that'll fall over eventually. Look at this. Look at this teamwork.
Yeah.
So, my question, I have a bunch of questions, Travis. You can be like, hey, shut up with all the questions. So, someone wants to do this all-night tour at the Opera House. What can one expect to that the night, what would the night bring? Do you kind of set up like a format throughout the night to kind of have, we're going to do this here and do that there? Because, say for instance, someone comes in there and they have no experience. They've only been interested in it, but they don't know what to do. So they come in there and they have no clue how to do anything. You know what I mean? So they need to be led. If you're leading a group throughout the night, what can a team expect to come in there for a night with you at the Rawls
Well,
Opera House?
I'm flexible and adaptable and all that good stuff. So
Giggity,
it just depends on necessity. If they're inexperienced, then we'll kind of handhold and go through a more organized process. And if they're more experienced, we just kind of go do our thing.
Oh no shit! Well, that sounds like it could be a really fun.
Yeah. I think that I would go in there, walk around until I felt like, okay,
you
this
felt
is a
comfortable.
spot.
Yeah.
And then go for it. Like, that's,
I would.
'Cause
Man,
I feel shit too. If I get cold, I can pick up if there's a haunting or something like that.
What's weird to me, and this isn't about me, it's more about Travis, but just a quick, I can feel people's energy and the energies, especially negative. If negative energy comes around me, like I can pick it up like dirt on the bottom of my fucking shoe. It's weird.
And I could spread it easy too, because people at work, they pick up on it.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Change the whole fucking mood of a whole crowd.
That's the thing with empaths. Everybody's got psychic abilities. Just it depends on, some people tend to use left brain, some right.
Or if they even believe it. Some people, they
religious tendencies.
Exactly. They're raised a certain way and they just keep that away. They'll ignore it.
Shut it down. But pretty much everybody's got it. Now, what you're all describing, it's empathic.
Yeah. So, I've always, it's always, it's fun. I've always been drawn to the scary, to the weird, to the bizarre. What age was you when you kind of figured out that, hey, I'm interested in this. I got something special going on.
Shit, man. 4 years old. Watching Scooby-Doo.
No shit.
Travis was the first guy that had like the good occultic books.
Oh, gotcha.
The Cedarbrook crowd were awesome, man. It was all these musicians.
Oh, you told me about that.
Yeah, all these cool people, and he was a part of it.
I went in Cedarbrook for a bit.
Yeah.
I Cedarbrooked.
Yeah, you felt their old.
I recorded an album there.
Did you?
Yeah.
The Cedarbrook crowd.
I brought rock and roll back there. I had O'Codgers calling the fucking cops on me when I was in that bass drum.
Hell yeah, man.
Probably just like you guys were 25 years ago.
Which house were you in?
Straight back, right before it goes to the dead end back there.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of where Michael lived.
Sounds like Michael.
Was that to the right?
Well, you know how you can go, like, you keep on going straight all the way back, and then the very last turn you can go left.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't turn left, and then the very first house on the left, go across the street, over here on the right. So about 7 from the last on the right all the way back.
All right, that road, when you turn left, it'll cut down right to a cul-de-sac.
Well,
Are you still at the top?
No, I'm not turning at all. I'm just going straight.
Straight back to the cul-de-sac.
I'm just going straight. And what I'm saying is right where that last turn is, if you look at the very first house on the corner there, I'm right across the street. So I'm on the right, like the 7th from the last. I was right across from a dude who said he was the guitar tuner for Aerosmith.
That sounds like my cousin Jimbo's old house.
Yeah.
It's 7 up on the right from the end.
It might be.
It used to be beige.
There's a building in the back on the left. In the backyard.
I haven't been out there for years. I couldn't tell
The
you.
cool thing about that building is it had a 1992 jukebox.
Oh shit!
Awesome. That's cool.
Just like you had seen in the pool halls, you know what I mean? And before I left, I asked the lady, because we just rented the house for a year, And we were like, I'll give you $200 because we're moving, and I'll take that old jukebox out of the back over there too.
Yeah.
And she let me have it.
You still got it?
Yeah.
Is that the one in your house?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's fucking rad,
Yeah.
dude. So do you have? You said you had some EVPs. You got some cool stuff from there. Would you mind playing one live right now?
Okay, we'll give it a day in court, man.
On the
see what
show.
happens.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully we can hear it right. and
We're
everything.
excited.
All rise.
Let's see here.
This is crazy.
Okay, so Kylie was a girl that used to be on my team with. It was me, Joe, and Kylie, basically.
Okay.
We went into the alien room, and then we went out on the balcony. And of course, in the theater, back then it was taboo to talk or to whistle. Of course, obviously during a production, especially. So anyway, we got this one here, a female lady's voice, female lady. But yeah, she says you talked in the theater, and this one's fairly clear, so hopefully we can hear it. I need to get this down or up or whatever.
What I would do is I would just push the speaker directly to it and put it right next to the microphone.
All right, I'm gonna give it a test,
And you'll be good to go. Absolutely. What he's doing right now is he's actually loading up some live audio that he captured at the theater. This is pretty exciting because going down there, because me and you, I guess, are going to do this kind of thing for the first time.
Yeah. What, ghost hunting?
Yeah.
This will be my third time.
Have you been in there?
Man, I have a really good story of an EVP I got that I haven't been able to listen to. No, it's Upper Curry. There's a place out.
Okay.
Well,
I've been ghost
27
hunting before too.
Okay, but there's a cemetery there that we got chased out of. And I got my friend saw it was a huge giant that was creeping in the tree line, and I thought it was a fucking horse.
The fuck?
And then it started just running after us, and we fucking ran. We thought we were going to get killed, man, and it should have hit us because it caught up to us. I could hear where it was.
Went through us? Or?
It went through us.
What the fuck?
We jumped in my car and took off, man.
What, it felt like
and
water,
I don't have
like
one
mist?
of those. I don't have one of those little recorders, the little cassette tape. It's on one of those cassette tapes, and I have it, but I've never listened to it since. Oh, that would be interesting. We could dig that out one day.
I got one.
You got those little bitty ones? Little bitty one?
I got one in the house in my cabinet.
God damn, boys! We can make history right here.
I got a converter where you can play DVDs on, 8 tracks on tape.
Oh, sweet.
I
Okay.
got a bunch of weird converters.
I can hear it. I don't know how well it's going to pick up on the mic or how good it's
I would
gonna
put it
sound.
right. I would start it, put the speaker, like I said, directly next to the mic, and it should be good to go.
It's pretty clear, but I mean it's EVP, folks. It's kind of muffly. You'll have to listen for it, of course, but
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
I will play this a couple of times. I think there's a little bit of a knock or a crack, so it might be a little loud.
Ooh,
Oh yeah,
I can hear it.
I can hear that clear as day.
Yeah.
You talked in the theater.
I could hear it better through the mic.
Do it one more time.
Yeah, I can hear it through the mic better than that.
She says it with accent. She's like, "You talked in the theater."
Talked in the theater.
Yeah, it's like you talked in the theater.
She's got kind of a weird.
It's like a
proper,
British.
British accent.
Yeah, it's a British.
Well, it would be early American around here for sure. Wow, I think it sounds
You
crystal
talked in
clear
the
through
theater.
there. That's scary.
I just
I was scary it wouldn't play well.
No, that sounds great. You're good to go here.
Let's see. Oh, we got another one right after this, and she says, "Get closer to me." And this,
same woman.
yeah, and this should be. I just said like something. to the
Gets
effect.
closer to me.
Let's see. I explained to the spirit. This is the text from the transcript. It says, I explained to the spirits that the red light in my hand would not harm them, which is, of course, my DVR, my digital voice recorder, but that it would allow us to hear them. And the same female voice from the last EVP said, "Get closer to me."
Get closer to me.
I just said that, if y'all come closer, you can speak into this. And
Oh, okay.
let
Man.
me get this set up real fast. Here we go.
Dude,
Shit.
what the fuck? Man, I just got chills.
Do it again.
One more time. Hold on, hit the wrong button.
Get closer to me.
That's the same. It has an accent too.
Look,
Oh
closer to
man,
that's as good as it gets.
that's as good as it
weird.
gets. I hear that shit on Coast to Coast AM a lot, and that's fucking one of the clearest ones I've heard.
Wow.
And the bad part, that's one of the. It's a good one from this particular case, but it's one of the weaker as far as clarity. I'd put it about maybe 60% clarity.
What?
I think maybe are we helping the clarity as it's coming through? Like, are you hearing what we're hearing?
Yeah.
Like, it sounds brilliant.
Oh, it's
And have you ever heard these
Yeah.
like there, like, or is it all just recorded? Like,
occasionally that's a disembodied voice.
Yeah.
That's when you hear it just out of thin air with no equipment.
and then
It's on.
sometimes that doesn't pick up on recorders.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Now, I do have a case from Waverly, actually, that I had a guy named Josh and his wife Amber, and we were in the inner part. Amber and I were in the inner part. You know, of course, it's an open air hospital, and you've got the outside open hallway. So we're in the inside part, and her husband Josh was on the outside, walking parallel with us. And he stopped and he said, "Hey, did y'all hear that?" And we were like, "No." But back on the audio, you hear an old guy says, "Hi, son."
No
Oh
shit.
shit!
So that was sometimes you'll hear it. Sometimes it's targeted. Here's an interesting one. It's a thing we call at least I've coined it myself, I guess, or whatever. It's my terminology, but a preemptive EVP.
A preemptive.
They will say or comment on something before you say it.
So they already know what you're going to say.
They've already
Basically,
been there.
more or
Holy
less can
shit.
read your thoughts.
That just goes to tell you that string theory is real.
Yeah, I mean,
That there's 13 different levels.
Yeah, you might say something like, "That's a cool banjo," and right before you say it, they'll be like, "There's a banjo over there," or something.
they understand that you're what you're already gonna go for. That's unbelievable. That gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, yeah, I've never even heard of that.
So what you're getting ready to do is a form of that,
we should
correct?
play that other one for the live feed that we just heard. You just went live.
We'll put it when it comes into the feed as we're doing it. We'll put it on there for them.
Right.
I don't know if they can hear what we're hearing is perfect through it.
Oh, because it's not mic'd.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just digging around now, guys.
Oh, it's all good. We appreciate anything you dig out.
Here.
We have Travis Franklin live in the studio. It's our special guest for Paranotnormal. We have DJ Slim behind us. He's getting the heebie-jeebies. We're all getting the heebie-jeebies tonight. We're getting some good stories. It's pretty interesting, dude. What we're going to do is we're going to try to put together, I believe, a little ghost hunt soon.
Yeah.
You know, if we can get Travis to lead us,
Hold our hands.
to load it, lead us through there.
Throw us to the wolves.
Hold our hands and be there to hug us if we get scared.
As long as when I'm in there, they don't mess with my Leonos.
I think it'd be cool if one of us goes in there and plays a song. Like nobody else around and they come back. Wouldn't that'd be cool?
By yourself or something.
Yeah, by yourself. Because you know how when you're playing a song, you start to kind of trip out in your own mind.
Travis, questions. I got questions all day long.
You want another EVP?
Well, I absolutely
I've
want
got
another
a
one.
great
I
one.
absolutely want another one. But is there any way, go ahead with the EVP actually, and I'll come back with the
This is the
question.
same woman, about 2 minutes later than the last EVPs.
Ooh.
This one, she says, "I'm so embarrassed I ain't even playing."
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Wow.
So embarrassed,
What?
I ain't even playing.
One more time.
And that was in the Alien room where
Can you
they
guys
would
hear
have
that?
had, where they would have
Jesus.
had balls and dances and stuff back in the day.
Jesus. The fuck?
I almost hear something different towards the end.
There's a whisper behind. Those are called double speak.
Yeah.
If you slow that down, sometimes you'll hear a sound and it sounds almost like your recorder's rubbed against your clothes.
Does that mean somebody else is there's somebody else in the room with them, or it's just like a weird vibration from the weird voice coming?
No, it's just they're literally talking twice as fast as normal. If you slow it down to about 50-60%,
Yeah.
it'll come out pretty much clear.
Oh, I see
Ronnie.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
You got work to
What
do
you'll
in
hear
editing.
is, it'll sound like you've rubbed your recorder or something against cloth, or it almost sounds like a trash bag or something.
Huh.
It'll kind of,
Yeah.
but then you'll go back and play
Slow it down.
So check this, Travis. This
That's
is my
what that
question.
was.
Have you all ever and if this is something that you wouldn't entertain, I understand. It's just I have thoughts sometimes, and I get
We all
ideas.
do.
I get ideas. What if we had say I brought 8 people there, and we ran together like a dare type deal. like, we know there's a scary thing in here. You go in here by yourself and do this.
Isolation.
Yeah, that type of
I
deal.
wanna do
Like
that.
like a dare type deal, like a challenge.
In the
like,
dark.
who will go in this place and do this?
Yeah. I'll
for
do it.
this
I'm
amount
down,
of time.
dude.
Like, would that be something you'd be interested in?
Oh, yeah.
See, that sounds cool to me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that sounds fun.
Man,
Like,
you
like
talk
not
to
only
guys-
be scared, not only get the weird crap, but to have to be brave too, or you got to get out.
See, when I feel like I'm being haunted or there's a spirit in the room, I do weird fucking shit just to creep them out.
Like, we could have a competition. Like, if you do certain things, you have to go. You're gone.
Yeah.
And the last ones, whoever makes it at the end gets to go eat Leonos or whatever. Whatever they do.
Okay, so there's 3 different types of haunting. There's residual, right?
Yep.
And then there's the actual earthbound spirit that's stuck around.
There's actually 4 types.
Okay, and then there's the poltergeist activity. And what's
Inhuman.
Inhuman? That's in human embodiments, like
Inhuman, like it'd be demonic or
Yeah.
something that was never human to start.
yeah, to start with.
But
And poltergeist is different from that.
We believe now that poltergeist is usually some kind of psychokinetic outburst.
Like
It's not really a
spirit?
Spirit.
It's like
Weird
electricity.
energy built up.
Psychokinetic, usually with a teenager, like in puberty and stuff, and all that teen angst and shit busting out.
So it's just
everywhere.
energy, basically.
And then a residual haunt is basically etched impression, energy impression in
Yeah.
the environment, just like old audio cassette, and it'll just replay.
Now,
when
you
the
think
conditions
that
are right.
the EVPs come from the residual, or do you think they come from the
Sometimes.
earthbound?
Sometimes. Sometimes it's residual, but most of the time with me in particular, it's usually intelligent. So
Yeah.
What,
that is true. It's
Do
intelligent.
you have any outlook on the reasons that it even happens?
no, that's kind of part of the great hunt.
Yeah, it's like why
What
is
exactly
it
are they?
why is it happening?
Well,
why does it take place?
I think the best thing is to get questions answered by them,
asking them why they're there.
and how are we able to communicate? Like, what are you doing different? Because we're using technology to record this, and there's
Do
certain
we-
frequencies we can hear you on. What are you doing to be heard?
Do we need to change our voices to make our voices go double fast?
You are listening to Paranotnormal on SkullFace Records Radio.
We are back.
We are back.
We have Travis Franklin, who is gradually, really becoming one of the most interesting guys that we've had in studio.
Oh, yeah.
The more, that we talk about things, it seems like the more that we kind of, he has a whole lot on us when it comes to experience with haunts, with doing investigations. But I think we have a whole lot of the same interests when it comes to what we like to do or what might interest us while we're doing those investigations. What got you into thinking and wanting to actually record and keep track of these and start showing other folks and trying to help other people? Was there anybody that helped you, or was there a moment where you realized that you can do this and you can actually help folks? You can use the whatever it's called, whatever kind of intuition that you have to be able to communicate and understand to help folks out with.
Well, I always had experiences when I was a kid growing up. Like we got back to that earlier. I was hooked on Scooby-Doo and stuff. And I really knew, this is just a funny side story, waste of time basically, but I'm going to throw it in there anyway.
Hell yeah.
When I was maybe 4, I lived over in Delta Court, a little trailer park in town. My mom was working, of course, and I got babysat. While I was at the babysitter's, I have a vivid memory of it was close to Halloween, and she had Halloween lights and fake candles sitting around and shit going on, and the Monster Mash came on. And
The
I
Monster
fucking
Mash.
loved it. And it kind of, I think between that and Scooby, I'm like, give me some ghosts.
Yeah. There you
But
go,
the
man.
thing that actually got me into this was on August 15th, 2010, my best friend passed away from a heart attack. And this happened, according to the coroner, at about 3 or 4 in the morning. That evening, I was trying to just, keep the thoughts out of my head. I'm watching some YouTube, had me a drink or two, whatnot. somebody touched me on the shoulder, but nobody was there. So that had me pretty shook. I went that night and I picked up a digital recorder at Walmart, just a little simple $35 Sony, nothing fancy. I come home, I push record, and if y'all want to hear it, I'll cue it up.
Oh, absolutely.
So give me just a second. I was trying to, that's how I was going.
Oh, absolutely. That's big time.
Now, the thing is, as far as abilities or whatever, I had never tried this. And very literally, this has not been edited. The second I pushed record, I got my very first EVP.
Holy fucking shit.
So,
First second.
yeah, literally, as soon as it started. So, here it is. It'll take just a second or two to load into Audacity's stuff here.
Audacity.
We're going to have to hook him up with a better editor.
Yeah, we'll hook you with an awesome program, man.
The funny thing is that I've always favored cheaper, lesser, because that's less accusations of you edited that shit or this or that. Because on here, basically, all I can do I've got the free version, so I can adjust the gain and the volume speed, and there's other shit
We could throw Studio One on there for you, man.
Hell yeah.
And it's all click and move and clicking. It's easy, dude. It does it for you.
Click and move.
Yeah.
Click and move.
We're about to listen to Eat Trappist. He's been down to the opera house chasing them ghosts.
All right, I almost got it.
You guys,
Another sound check on it before I actually.
oh, it's all good, man. You guys are listening, and for people listening out there, man, this is Nick, Ronnie. We got DJ Slim. We got Travis Franklin. You guys are witnessing the taping of Paranotnormal 2, episode 2. So we're really appreciative to have a live in studio guest.
Stream.
A lot of time we have call-ins and such like that. Tonight we have someone in the studio.
Yeah, call-in stories wouldn't be cool, would they?
Well, it don't matter. It depends on who it is. Somebody can probably call in and tell a hell of a story. My dude from Kurt Wonderly from Nexus Lives called in while we were doing Joe for President. And
Killed it. Oh, really? Oh, dude. Yeah, he killed it. Shout out.
Shout to the heart.
Yeah, he killed it.
it's all good. You won't.
Yeah, he killed it.
Just it too.
Okay, so I guess a little background on this one goes back. I don't know if we were talking on the show about Morgan, and we talked about that, didn't we? About him burning out the town and everything?
Yeah, a little bit.
we did.
Short-term memory, folks. Sorry. This is related to that.
All right.
This is the EVP says fire cruel.
Oh, Fire Cruel. We're listening to Travis Franklin's capture, very first paranormal capture, correct?
Yes. This was the second I hit record, literally.
Holy shit.
I heard it.
Do that one more time. Wow.
Wow.
And then
I heard it.
Right after that, I get, give me that, and don't you believe that, or you better not believe that.
Jesus. That's insane. And that's somebody you know.
Yeah. Well, no, that was actually, that's from back with the Morgan thing, I guess, with the fire cruel, with where they went in to save them and they burned. So for the people that don't know, I'm sorry, I'm rambling on. In my house, I have 4 spirits related to the Civil War when John Hunt Morgan made his raid. He came through Cynthiana, and on the way out, they burned down a good portion of the town. And apparently, a Union soldier named either James Todd or Todd James ran into a house to save a lady and 2 little girls, and they didn't make it.
Whoa.
So they're all hanging out at my crib.
Do you still live there?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Been there about 11 years.
Man, you guys tuning in to this Paranotnormal when it's available on YouTube and available on the radio tonight. It will be available live on the radio. When we're done from here, give us what, Slim? 10, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
10, 20 minutes and we'll have it on the radio, the live stream on the radio, which would be pretty cool. You guys are in for a treat. We have some amazing sounds captured by Travis Franklin.
This show has blown my mind so far. I've got a question for you, Travis, and this is just something that I'm thinking. because I'm not a confrontational person. I never have been. So, digging into paranormal stuff, it's almost like for an empath, it's almost like you're looking for trouble. How do you prepare for a hunt, psychologically, and what do you tell the spirits as you're hunting to keep them from, rattling your cage?
It's kind of funny because I tell everybody all the time I don't have an on-off switch for this or whatever. It just happens.
Yeah.
I could literally, like walking through Walmart or walking through a graveyard, doesn't make a difference. They're always around me. So if I know I'm going to enter somewhere, though, like for instance, we're on the verge of going to Bobby Mackey's, and everybody knows that place is full of evil spirits and demons and whatnot. So if I go there, I'll take a few like religiously based precautions and things. But as far as, I guess, the empath and physical, I guess, I don't know how to word that. I guess the emotional physicality, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just kind of put up a mental barrier and stay on my toes. And if I'm feeling some bad mojo, tell them fuck off, man.
Yeah. Do you feel the same, Slim? Do you get like that kind of?
I do. I was actually getting ready to bring this up, and I'm going to edit this out, Nick.
So, are you looking for advice, or?
I kind of was looking for advice because I would like to start doing this paranormal stuff.
Gotcha.
Because I'm an audio geek.
Me too.
And that kind of stuff would just.
I got a podcast.
That's right up my alley. But
I just had a thought.
Yeah, what's up?
Hate to interrupt. My bad. ADD again, man. If I don't say your shit
you're
now,
okay.
sorry.
It's all good. We're here to talk, man.
What if we did a live EVP right now just for shits and giggles?
Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Ooh, yes.
I ain't scared.
Let's do it.
We'll carry on, and I'll hit record, and we'll see if something pops up.
Yeah. I won't chew any gum either.
But
I don't do generally a structured like Q&A EVP, what
Yeah.
year is it, blah, blah, blah.
What can I ask you a quick question? What are you using? Will you tell everybody at home what you're using and what you're going to be doing exactly?
This is just a little simple Walmart standard little Sony $35 digital voice recorder. Fancy. I'll hit record.
So you can literally buy those at Walmart, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, like $35-$40.
And it's just a voice recorder.
That's all it is.
When you go in, you add a little gain to it.
We have a few mics on in here too, guys.
I just got a really weird vibe.
I know, but I feel like he came here to get some of that negativity off of it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of my best things that I can do is I can take people's negativity and turn it into something better.
Yeah.
I can kind of absorb it and spit it out.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't let it bother me or whatever.
Yep.
I get emotional. I start crying.
Yeah.
But then like when I'm done, it's like all gone. And then like they're happy.
Man, I haven't had a good cry for years.
Dude, it's funny because like as a man, you never really want to admit this shit. But I watch something like especially 9/11.
Yeah.
I can't get through it.
Yeah.
Like even just like I don't know, a damn TV commercial. Come on, be something sad. You're over just ball in your eyes.
I get overwhelmed, dude. I interact with so many people. I probably talk to like 100 people a day almost, it seems like. And a lot of them go to me for counseling, sort of. And they come to me with some deep stuff. So I have to be able to, help folks out for the best I can. You know what I'm saying? So we're running. Is it running live now?
Yeah, it's recording right now.
So
I'll let it rip for a minute or two, and we'll stop it. And see
what
happens.
exactly happens when it's running?
Nothing.
Is there anything that you have to say?
We probably should just be quiet, maybe for 10
Should we do
seconds.
anything? Should we ask questions? Like, should we ask?
That's typically most paranormal.
Look, I know I got people with me now. Do they want to talk? And you're an alien.
Yeah.
So does anybody? Was that?
That was Slim.
Did he fart?
Yeah.
Did you fart?
No, I was moving my microphone. So that way my breath doesn't get picked up.
Moving your microphone, eh? Woo! Hope I don't get my teeth. So, do you have? Okay, so we're not. So we don't know exactly what kind of question. I just got cold chills, real bad. So do you have select questions that you ask at certain places in the Opera House?
They're going. Kind of back to, it just depends about, like, guiding a tour. It just depends on the environment.
Like what you feel like's coming around and what's going on, and then you go towards them.
If we go there, I know this is there or that's there. I can try to.
Well, because you're familiar with it, correct?
But if I go into an unknown grave,
you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, it's just blind.
Where are some places around here that you haven't hit that you'd like to visit?
I have yet to be in Bobby Mackey, so.
And that's coming up soon.
Yeah.
We haven't set the date yet. We just now got the funds and everybody on board, so we're about to schedule it.
Hell yeah.
Well, who's all going?
Shit.
What's your tour? Is it huge?
This one, it's looking like probably about. I'll try to keep it down because that building's not that huge.
I've been in there. Yeah.
Of course, the less people you've got, the less contamination you got to contend with in the audio and stuff. So I'm going to keep it probably at 6 or 8.
Sounds fun.
Oh yeah. What other haunted spots around here have you picked up on or heard stories of?
There's a lot of like, honestly, my opinion, this whole damn town.
Yeah, the whole town.
Yeah.
Did you hear any
so much
story?
history and battles and shit here.
Did you hear about the story about this adopted kid about 8 years ago, and there was a poltergeist attached to him? And like it was taking knives and like stabbing tires, and it was like every time it was in the shower, it'd be banging on the door. Did you hear any stories about that? Because some investigators that I talk to around here won't even mess with that story, but they've heard about it.
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh man, it's a killer story. My mom told me.
Interest peaked.
Yeah, my mom told me the story, and like, and I ran into an investigator. And I told him about it. He's like, "Yeah, I know about it, and it's just wrong to go do something with that." And I was like, "Damn, dude, this story's fucking epic, man."
So you guys want me to tell you something crazy?
Yeah.
All right, so I had a building that I had a shop out of on Pike Street, and one night I had
downtown.
Yeah, downtown down here, and I had a couple folks fell through a window. They fell through the window, and it broke up, and I got everybody out and panicked, and it was all crazy, and everybody had to leave, and weirdly, like, I don't know, man. It was like this. I don't know how it happened. There was just. It's hard to explain. There was like these two guys that were there that wasn't there during the party, and that showed up, and that I thought I knew. I was drunk, okay, and all this craziness happened all of a sudden, and I had to, take charge and this here. And these two guys were there, and I thought I knew them, but I didn't really. After I think about it, and once they were gone, there were boards up, and my window was sealed. And
what?
Yeah.
What do you mean the window was sealed?
The window was sealed, like boards and put together to keep from the weather coming in, from it being shattered.
Are you saying that they could?
I don't know who they were.
And that kind of ties into the story about your house that on part 1 that we talked about.
Where I have people,
somebody showed up with a pipe that just busted.
I see people like it's a recurring thing, man. That I've had people come up to me and talk to me and do events with me, and then they're not there no more. And then they're not real people or something. Like it seems like it. Like I can't confirm it.
I got weird things like kind of not like that, but like something that
I can't put together boards and shit on the fucking window. And I'm not going to, and I was drunk as shit. And I made everybody leave.
And it just happened.
And when I came basically back to fruition of all the excitement, it was about 7 a.m. The sun was coming up, and I had everything in there was completely replaced and back to normal, and no cops were called, nobody was hurt, everybody was gone.
So did it even happen? Like, I mean,
yeah, I had to, it was $1,200.
Yeah.
I had to replace it.
That happened, I guess.
But it's just one of them weird stories about buildings downtown.
Yeah.
There is something weird when you get out of your car and you walk just down the fucking sidewalk.
And for people that don't know, this is the town where The Walking Dead started.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is where Robert Kirkman went to school. I went to school with him. Travis, you were in the same class, right?
Dude, I got a fucking tattoo by Tony Moore on my leg.
He's got a Tony Moore tattoo on his leg.
That was custom. He put that shit in my yearbook.
Oh,
No
sweet.
shit.
Actually, technically, it was a little one because we were at the end of the day and going to the bus. My mom realized years later, like 3 years ago, she gave me the yearbook and she was like, open it up. And
Oh,
she
that's
had said it
classic,
back.
dude.
She was friends with his mom. So.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
Robert Kirkman wasn't the only creator of The Walking Dead. Tony Moore actually drew the first 8 issues or something like
Something
that.
like that.
But he was like a genius in our school. And,
That's what I heard.
And there was a group around him, and this dude, Robert Kirkman, Aaron Boyer, Havlin, Argo,
That little Rice kid, I can't remember. his
Jeremy
name.
Rice,
Yeah.
Chris Allen, and they all listened to Nine Inch Nails, which he got the tattoo, I got the hat on, and these guys got us into Nine Inch Nails too. I mean, they were so cool.
Terrible
But
Came back haunted.
yeah, I came back haunted.
I love that fucking shit, man.
So you mentioned doing a live EVP. Do you want to ask your questions
Is anything
that you
going
normally
on?
ask on a hunt
Well,
or
that's-
anything?
That's what I was saying earlier. Like, typically, I don't do that. I just hit record and
Let it-
and let it shine.
and they'll comment and shit. And you all saw like the whole Ross, and they'll just interject, or they may say their own thing or whatever.
Yeah, it's an energy thing anyway, I
happens.
guess. You know.
Yeah, they could be anywhere. I had at the square. Remember Music to Go?
Yep.
There was a ghost that came up on me and Michael Sullivan. We walked out of it, and this girl came up to us and put her hand up behind her shoulder, and we both felt her, and she goes, "Hey!" And we both turned around, and there was nobody there. And we looked at each other and laughed. It was like, did that just happen?
It sounds like Michael.
Yeah. and he forgot about it. I bring it up. He's like, oh, that did happen. Like, he has a really good ghost experience. Yeah, dude.
I think the first experience that I remember was, for sure, I was probably 6 or 7, and we had just moved to Cedar. I've been there maybe 2 years.
In
Cedarbrook?
Cedarbrook?
Yeah. Well, I lived in the very first house. When you pull in, it was on the right.
On the
Boom.
yeah.
2-story on the right.
Yeah, boom.
The way that house, at least my bedroom, was set in a hallway, of course, but it was directly across from the bathroom. Well, the way the woodwork worked there, when you stepped on that shit,
Get
it
close
Yeah.
to the microphone.
Yeah.
All right, my bad. My bedroom was directly across from the bathroom, and the way that threshold was when you stepped on it, it would make a creak, and it only happened if you stepped on it. And I would hear that shit at night. Well, that was kind of the first thing I noticed, I guess. I woke up one night and I was hearing the old, you remember the old style TV floor models and shit, like when the picture tubes started to go bad. When they turn on or off, you'd hear that high whine and kind of like a boom.
Yeah.
I was hearing that shit and white noise, on and off, on and off, on and off. And I was like, what the hell? So I get out of bed, I'm going downstairs. The layout of the house, you go down a short flight, hit a landing, go down another flight, and then into that room. When my foot touched that threshold to go in that room, it just turned off. And I got the shit willies. I knew something
Yeah.
was there. That was the first time I really got a vibe, and my ass was right back up the steps and in bed.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, that's where it starts too, man.
It's when you're a kid.
Well, everything I really like to collect and think about and cherish is like kind of from my childhood.
Yeah.
And if you're affected by paranormal and stuff,
yeah.
man, it affects you for your whole fucking
Dude,
life.
I have one of the scariest stories. When I was 10, my dad had this house in the mountains of Boonville. It's like eastern Kentucky.
Yeah.
There was a guy that kept his wife and kid in the basement, and they all died or whatever. And I didn't know this. I was a kid, and I would go there and get these weird feelings in the basement. And at night, my dad would be down the hall asleep with his second wife, my stepmom, at the time. And I would hear the stuff in the cabinets being rearranged in the kitchen, which is on my left.
The fuck?
And he would peek in my door every now and then. I could just feel him looking at me. And my dad told me, yeah, it was haunted. He told me the story about it. He also said that after he moved out, somebody was taking a shower in the basement, and the dude was just there. And it freaked him out. But my dad had some EVPs from him, and he picked up a boot and slammed it a couple times. But this dude would rearrange the pans in the kitchen at night, loud. As a kid, I thought it was burglars breaking in.
Yeah, it was
because my
scared to
dad was a
death.
cop, and
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, this is my brain. I didn't think it was a ghost. I thought people were breaking in and rearranging the pans, and that fucked with me,
Yeah, you're gonna always be like, oh, I think somebody's gonna come in and get me.
Yeah.
And so I lock my doors, check my
I had
doors
a fear of being
times.
kidnapped just because he was a cop, and I thought people were after him.
That's unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
Slim,
Yo.
how many times you been haunted?
He's got to get adjusted for this one.
Haunted to the point to where it scares me.
Yeah, like have you ever been in somewhere and you were like, fuck this, I'm out?
Not really.
Yeah.
I just kind of, stick it out and see what happens.
Have you did ghost walks or have you did anything like that before?
No, never.
Gotcha. So you're a newbie.
Yeah. So like I've never done anything like that before in my life,
Gotcha.
and but I have like felt the presence of spirits. Like I told you guys there at Pirates Corner when I worked there in Barbersville about the dude that blew himself up.
The dude that blew his dick off.
You have to check this out, Travis. On our first episode, he was there in West Virginia where that dude went in and blew himself up.
Yeah.
And now this ghost is haunted.
Yeah, he was there, and the cop picked up his dick.
Yeah.
After it was all over with.
Held it up like a fucking trophy.
Yeah.
The dude was dying.
I'm sorry, guys, that aren't here, but they're talking about this, and I've got my ear trying to listen to this audio, and all I hear is something about a cop dropping his dick. I'm going to put my earphone back in now.
It's a ghost dick story.
My beard's growing. It's on my titty. Dang. Your vape was all over my titty. Your vape was all over my titty. Your vape was all over my titty. Dang.
Absolutely. Dude, we would love to. Like I said, what you see is what you get. You're going to get interesting guys with intellectual ability to explain what's going on and what we're receiving and what we're physically being a part of. We're super excited and willing to do this type of shit. That's what we started this podcast for.
Yeah,
to investigate and to get into these type of situations. I want to go to a lot of different places and do this, and then bring it back to the radio station, and then make a documentary show for whatever to document what the fuck we did.
Yeah,
just like we do with everything else.
A radio-mentary.
Yeah, a radio-mentary.
I told you guys earlier, we're trying to get ready to launch a YouTube channel and all that, and we were going to do a podcast, but now I'm kind of thinking, hey,
we can kind of help you with that kind of stuff, man.
Shit happens for a reason, man.
Yeah, you bring people together for the right reasons, man, and you never know, dude. Like I said, we are very motivated in that. This could be, this could be a blessing right here,
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason, for sure.
This sounds great.
This is our Tuesday night.
Yeah. Tuesday and Saturday nights, man.
Yeah.
We try to get it in. Saturday nights, though, we pretend we're musicians.
Sin City Live. Check it out.
Take him to another song. Let's regroup our wits about what's going on in here, dude, and then we'll get back to the show.
We're going to have to burn some sage, too.
No, Palo Santos.
Palo Santos.
We don't need no sage.
You got some Palo Santos?
We need some Palo Santos.
This is the Faceless Forecast, and you're listening to Anonymix. This is the Future Reversal.
Future Reversal!
Boom.
I got cold chills in this motherfucker. Woo!
got a question, Travis.
Fire.
Sorry to be flooding you with questions, but my question is that a lot of times when these paranormal investigators go in and do stuff, they do it in the dark. And
The dark.
I don't know if that's for effect or if that is, something that would draw more spirits out as being in the dark.
Well, I do tend to get more pictures and stuff. I've had some oddities in daylight, but it tends to come out a lot better at night. You get a lot more stuff, especially if it's a legitimate orb.
And
You will see that a lot better, but also it's got a lot to do with just plain good old contamination.
Yeah.
Like, I could get closer, guys.
What do you think causes contamination?
Oh, it's just like any noise, anything that's going to give me trouble.
You sound
hearing
great
this
now
shit.
too. You sound perfect now.
Yeah, my bad, guys.
That's all good. You sound good.
Yeah, if this, if there's anything on here that's going to interfere at all with what I'm hearing, if it's a car, a dog, people talking, feet shuffling, any of that, it just makes it harder. So,
oh yeah.
if it's at night, clearly everything's calmer.
And at the witching hour, I'd say it'd be the best. 3 a.m. from 2 to 3.
So would you guys
say
be
that.
opposed?
Yeah.
Would you guys be opposed to me taking that recorder back in the back room there?
What?
And maybe
Giggity?
asking some
What?
asking a question, telling them that the red light won't harm them, telling them that if there are any spirits here,
Are you
make
talking
themselves
about?
known.
Are you talking about the room back there?
Yeah.
The red room.
Well, that's up to you, man.
I mean, I'll do it.
I mean, if you want some alone quality time.
I mean, no, that's no.
Wow, 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 wow.
That's not what I'm talking about.
I know, we're just fucking with you.
We know you've been trying to find a date, so.
But no. I'm legitimately serious. I'm interested.
All
in
right,
this.
so I have a question for you, Slim. What makes you think that back room and being by yourself is going to give you more of a chance of getting touched?
I'm not asking to get touched. I'm just asking to capture some cool audio, man.
I thought we were here to make money. Yeah. I'm totally confused. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe we can do that. I think we should do several different experiments. What do you think, Ronnie?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be hard with us hearing bullshit and with him getting anything in there.
What I'll do
We can be quiet.
is I'll jump back in that back room and shut the door.
Well, can we do it here first? Can we try it here?
Yeah.
All right. I won't chew gum.
Like we could try different areas, right? Because there's hot spots, correct? Like, right? So why don't we try? And this place isn't very big, so we can easily, nip this place in the bud and check it out. You know what I'm saying? What would you? What? Oh, all right. First, before we get started, is there any way to use a secondary type one of those? Like you're using that one that you got the recorder. Is there anything else we can use while doing this?
Well, I mean, if y'all want, I've got the SB7 spirit box.
The spirit box would be cool on the radio.
Can you explain to everybody that maybe people listening or somebody tuned in doesn't know exactly what that is? Before we use it, can you explain to everyone what exactly it is?
It's an annoying device.
Yeah.
It's effective at times. I've gotten some good results with it over the years, but essentially think of it like a car radio scanner. If you hit scan, and it'll just continuously go through the channels.
I was trying to find something.
Except this one does not stop. It just keeps going. And it's in, basically, you get about 3 channel bursts per second. So at the setting that I run it at. So if you're getting any kind of full vocalization out of it, it's not radio.
So we're going to live in the studio, Ronnie, tell them exactly what we're going to have going on.
The spirit box, we'll be rocking that. Like you said, it's frequencies. It's going to go over the channel frequencies, and you're going to hear you kind of think it's like a song, like a syllable from the song, but they were supposed to tap into that somehow. And
so if
communicate.
anything's going on around us that's trying to communicate, they'll be able to communicate through this box.
This talk box.
If they can figure out how to manipulate it, they can.
Does it take energy? Does it drain energy to pull energy to be able to do this? somehow?
We think so. I mean, basically, Einstein, he said that energy cannot be destroyed. It can only take another form.
Okay.
We do know that we're electronically based. You know, you've got a small charge, takes months and months to dissipate. We believe it's just essentially that energy, and that's what allows them to manipulate electronics and all that kind of stuff.
And that's probably the 21 grams that you lose when you die.
Ooh,
Do you know that?
No.
If somebody dies, they lose exactly 21 grams. So I think that's the orb that you see, the spirit form of your energy.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That could be. We'll be right back, guys. We're listening to Next to Nothing Graveyard Skullface Records Radio. Midst of the happiest people, so much is rearranged, and hope doesn't grow for fear of changes, but the hell in my head becomes deranged. Continue to try to invade my walls, stronger and stronger I'll rebuild them all, and I'll release my grip and watch you fall in a world that won't let me go. But I'm exhausted, hope I tossed it. You just watched this as I lost grip. You said, look, adorable you are. I said, surprise, welcome to your graveyard. Welcome to your graveyard. Never trust the ones that said off a plane. Terribly shameless is my brain. But just you'll be wet when it starts to rain. Backward circles, please explain. I see that I made it to the bottom of your list today. So you've made your bed and I tied up your lane. Just as always, necessary ways to play in a world that won't let me go. Won't let me go. It won't let me go. It won't let me go. I'm exhausted. Hope I tossed it. You just watched this as I lost grip. You said, look, how adorable you are. I said, surprise. Welcome to your graveyard. Welcome to your graveyard. In the midst of the happiest people, so much is rearranged, and hope doesn't grow for fear of changes, but the hell in my head becomes deranged. So we're going to be doing the spirit box. Like, this is like the pop box type thing. Like, I'm going to hear a lot of static, correct?
Yeah.
And then the other one, will the other recorder be picking up the static we're hearing? Can you, or you can't run those at the same time?
Oh, yeah, I can run them.
But yeah, but it would just pick up the loudness of the frequencies.
If you
wanna
wanted to
capture.
do like different, like somebody take a recorder and somebody take a spirit box, you could take your iPhone and do like a voice memo and record what's coming out of the spirit box, and then we'll have two different recordings.
You want to pick up on here, though.
It'll pick up on here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All you'd have to do is email it, and then I could put the audio right in.
Let's get this started.
Let's do it.
Let's get this party started.
This is exciting. Who's going to ask the question first? Are you going to ask a question?
No.
I'll ask a question.
I'll ask it.
You ask it. I'm going to ask a question. Really, I can ask a question.
It's like I said, it's a terribly annoying device. So the listeners can expect, everybody that's seen a ghost show, you've seen this device.
Yeah.
It just bursts and kind of makes a like.
Can you keep the speaker part of that up to the mic?
Yeah.
As we ask the questions.
Yeah, sure can. Let's see here, get my speeds.
You better put your headphones on. You're missing a good show. You guys at home are missing a hell of a show. Wait till you hear this on YouTube and you hear all the background of everything that's going on. Paranormal, paranotnormal, episode 2. Holy fucking shit.
Blowed me away.
Holy fucking shit. And I think we just had a prostitute. Well, I just seen something pass in front of the fucking building, guys. Like, I'm not shitting. Did you see it? I seen full legs and torso.
Well, you want a prostitute?
It was either a prostitute or...
Sorry.
No doubt. Like I said, I want it loud into into the speaker. I want to be able to hear that.
Is it the cops?
They'll be able to hear my voice with that as well. Man, this is crazy. I feel like I'm in line for a roller coaster, and like I'm next, and I don't know if I want to ride the roller coaster. You know what I mean?
I get that same feeling.
Yeah, I got to pee a little bit.
I think if I could just get on the roller coaster, I'd be fine. But like that weight, I have a fear of the weight. I have the fear of the weight.
Anticipation.
It's making me wait. Keeping me waiting.
Oh, there it is. There it is, guys. You guys are listening to...
What was that?
What the fuck was...
No, it's on FM, so since we've got a lot of FM channels that pick up the WB,
yeah, you're gonna hear faint radio stations talking.
As you'll hear little bursts like, but if you're hearing "My name is Bob," it's
okay.
If it's more than basically a full.
All right, so for everyone at home, when you guys are hearing this, the static's going to get loud. It's going to be louder as it comes up, but I'm going to be talking as I'm going to ask the question, and you guys are going to hear the box for about, let's say, 10 seconds after I ask the question, and then we may ask another question type deal. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go into that. So like I said, the static's about to get loud, so don't think that something bad's going on. We're just going to ask a question. Is there anybody or anything that inside these walls needs to say or do? I just seen it again just go past, guys. Like, I'm not shitting. I swear to God.
I'll get up and go check it out.
Yeah. I swear to God, I seen legs and torso.
All right, there's a kid walking.
Oh, it might have been that kid.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
I see. I don't know. Like I said, it went that way first time, and then it went that way. I was for sure. It was completely dark, though.
Can we go chase him down?
It was completely dark. Well, unless they're delivering Leonos, they don't need to be coming here.
You get those little laser security alarms around your...
So sorry to interrupt myself, the question to you, crazy spirit person. But if you guys need to say anything to anyone that's in here, that's behind this, that we're actually literally doing a radio show to communicate with whatever, to the masses. The masses includes anyone that's in here that's not physically right here. So if you have anything to say, or say to Philip Kelly, who's joining us on Facebook, or Jason Crump, but anybody else in the world, that if you have to say to that, you have to wait. But anybody in here, speak now, or
forever hold your peace.
I would like to say that, but if you want to talk to me next week, that'd be pretty cool too.
Okay.
Radio.
So it's picking up. You hear the static
Did you hear
right
that?
now.
Somebody said radio?
That was me.
That was him.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's picking up a few things right now. While it's up to the speaker like that, I'm going to ask it a question again. I'm going to say again, do you want to talk to, say for instance, DJ Slim, known as Dennis as his government name? Do you want to speak to Dennis? Do you want to speak to Ronnie Kenner? Ronnie Kenner's sitting next to me, and he's an alien. Do you want to talk to him? Do you want to talk to Ronnie Kenner?
You want to talk to me?
Do you need to build some energy? Do you need energy? All the protein's gone.
Coffee's gone, bro.
The coffee's gone. We're trying to fill that protein. All right, so Travis, did Travis bring anything with him? Did Travis bring this in here with him? Is it like Frighteners? He brings ghosts with him to help out with his little, thing he does. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah, Frighteners.
I love Frighteners.
I love Peter Jackson's early films.
I like Michael J. Fox.
You need to come over and...
What?
Right.
That might have been something.
That
I don't know.
sounded like something.
Yeah, we should have.
It's like if you get more, you hear that channel.
Yeah.
If you're getting
Did
more
you hear that? Yeah,
than
that one. It, was a different, it
1/10
gave me like a what?
If it's more than 1/10 of a second or just
Yeah.
a base syllable,
Well, we
generally,
listen to music for a living. Like we go through and we do this for a living. So when we hear something
Yeah.
that's out of sync with what's the norm going on, that sounds
He was
weird.
a Peter Jackson fan because we were talking about the Frighteners. And I was going to tell you, I want to show you Bad Taste.
Okay, he's
One
got
of his
good
early
taste
movies.
of movies. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know what that was, but I do have the recorder. It just said something 2 or 3 syllables right there. You know what? Hold on a second.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to check what just happened. We asked a series of questions. We tried to interact with what was going on with the spirit box for about 30 to 45 seconds. Now we're going to kind of check the results. We have a suspicion that we might have heard a couple things.
Yeah, we were blabbering.
We were blibbering and blabbering. Maybe that's what it was.
He
Maybe
was like, I ain't saying shit until they stop talking.
we didn't shut up. I just talk and talk and talk. So Travis, he's brought in his equipment, and we're lucky enough to have some of these live options to be able to do some of this cool stuff right here.
Yeah, this is different because we didn't expect this. Just
Not
kinda
at all.
happened.
I didn't know at all what to expect. Sometimes some of your friends bring their friends, and you're like, "What the fuck?" But this was a pleasant surprise tonight.
Unfortunately, that was drowned out with us talking
Not
about
much.
everything.
Not
Yeah.
much going on. So we need to shut the fuck up. Can we try it one more time? We're shutting the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, my speaker turned off. That's weird. Especially since it was being used and had audio. It shut off if it's not doing anything.
Do what?
That was kind of weird.
Maybe
My speaker shut off for no reason. It'll do if it's inactive for about 10 minutes, but if it's not a signal, it'll keep.
Yeah, it shouldn't turn off like that.
Can you hear me? I am out here.
That was weird.
What we're trying to do is we're trying to pick up live signals with other spirits and different frequencies.
Other instruments.
With other instruments.
Sorry,
There's
guys.
other
I'm having
instruments.
some technical issues.
Okay, what's going on? Is it overwhelmed? It might be overwhelmed. There might be too much. My leg's numb. My foot.
Sometimes goofy shit just happens, man.
Your foot is numb.
Can we try maybe a different type of instrument? Because I'm really interested in seeing the different styles of instruments you have.
Well, if I'd have been more prepared and knew that we were going to do all of this, I've got.
You got the fancy shit.
Do you have the
I've
little
got
beeps, the 2 and the 1 beat? Yeah, those are cool.
EMF meters.
You ask a question and it beeps twice for yes or once.
Do we have something that Slim can take in the back room with him?
Yeah.
So what are you trying to? Are you going to try to talk to someone personal, or are you going to try to do, Slim? What do you want to do back there?
I just want to see if something talks to me.
All right.
Like,
let's let him through.
And you were telling the spirit to leave us alone.
Yeah.
I feel like instead of trying to summon the spirit, we're telling them to leave.
Well, I'd like to. Yeah. Well, kind of. Because I mean, I don't know. I see what you're saying.
Because I don't feel any kind of negativity.
So you want to try? You want to try another?
Yeah, just like,
another
hey,
avenue.
if you want to communicate with us, talk to
What do
me
you need?
through this device.
Well,
This
I kind of
red
did
light
the
isn't
first time.
gonna hurt you.
The first time I was nice. The very first time I did say that.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
I said, hey, is there anybody here that wants to speak to anybody here and has anything to talk to anybody here? Mm-hmm. And then that's the reason the second time I was like, hey, fuck you. Won't you just leave then if you're not going to talk to me?
Hey, fuck you, man. Get
But
out of here.
maybe he just wants to talk to you though, Slim. So won't you take that in the back room? Leave the lotion. Put the lotion back.
Put the lotion in the basket, bro.
All right, so what we're doing now, this is test.
Let's record.
This is going to be our test 3 that we've did here in the studio. What's going on here is we have a basically utility area in the back that we've made into like a / lounge area where we play video games.
Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, we got all the Street Fighters, 4 different Street Fighters on there.
Really? On the
Yeah.
the arcade?
Oh yeah, it's badass.
What? How many there is? There's I know 2.
You'll see them. I'll show them to you later.
No,
When I
man, we
whoop
got to talk
your
about
ass.
it right now.
When I whoop your ass on
I'm
there.
not good at that game anymore.
But Slim has taken some of Travis's equipment in the back, and he is trying to make contact with some kind of spirit and see if anything's going on in here. There's a lot of cool areas to be able to test in the Cynthiana area. I guess we're kind of lucky, in this kind of field.
We have a place called Battle Grove Cemetery where a famous Civil War battle happened on this hill Well, my best ghost story I've been saving is about Battle Grove and sneaking in at night and something happening and bringing home with me. It's a wild story.
Giggity, giggity.
It's giggity. I was getting freakity deekity. They didn't like that shit.
That stems a question to me that I'm going to throw over to Travis. Travis, so, I'm not going to ask you your spookiest and your weirdest shit because, we'll save that for later. But what is what's one of the most outstanding and one of the most baffling things that's happened to you at the Opera House?
Probably watching the balcony door swing open and shut.
No shit.
Yeah. We were in the alien room doing an EVP session, and I'd left my SP7 spirit box out on the balcony rail, so I went to go get it, and there's double doors, and when I walked through those, I took about 3 or 4 steps, and at the opposite end of that hallway is the swinging doors for the balcony itself, and that door is swung wide open and slammed shut. Ooh. But these would be, for the listeners, this is like kind of double diner style type doors, they usually do the little thump, and this shit didn't, it just shut, just boom.
Wow. Oh. Did you just run out? You get the cold chills?
I backed back into the alien room.
That room that you're talking about is the freakiest place in the theater. You go up the stairs in that hallway. Yeah. It's just like there's this ghost. There's this fog in that room. Yeah. You can feel it. You know what I'm talking about?
I would say number 2 would be we heard a disembodied voice one time that said Timmy, and that is actually on an old YouTube channel. We could watch it.
Oh, I'd like to. Yeah. Let's see a clip of that.
I was telling you fellas earlier too. We had we had the experience in the segregated balcony with the shush. So, anytime you hear a disembodied voice, that's always, I don't care how long I've done this, that's always going to be amazing.
That freaks me out.
Slim is traveling to the belly of the beast, SkullFace Records. He's going to the dark places.
It's where everyone releases the stuff in your body that you do not need no more. You get rid of your waste.
I can hear him in there.
Did he drop one? Man, I hope he don't. Don't use the same hand your wife with. Man, Travis, it's been a pleasure having you in.
Oh yeah.
You've been more than an amazing guest. What weekend are you actually starting the tours? Like when's the soonest possible availability, booking? How can you do that? Let them know what's going on right now.
Well, actually, the irony is I was just speaking with the co-owner earlier today, and we really haven't got anything set in stone, but it's just kind of a green light to go do what we're going to do. So we will definitely keep everybody informed.
Are you in charge of the ghost hunting aspect of it, or is it you and another guy?
As far as my team, I'm.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So I wasn't sure how that went. When you said the one guy, so when you were talking to the co-owner, you're talking about the co-owner of the theater.
Ross.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that's cool, man. Well, I know people. What?
When I went in that back room to shut that door, and I started saying, are there any spirits here that want to communicate with us?
I got chills, y'all.
Really?
I'm telling you, I got
like super chills.
So let's check his stuff.
It's old shit willies. Those shit willies. That's why that Slim got old shit willies live in studio. Did you guys hear the doorknob jiggle?
No.
I thought that was you, man. We were giving you privacy.
Because I got the shit willies.
Oh, you're about to leave.
Man, something goes down, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Slim just takes off running to the laundromat. Holy shit.
Hey, EVP session in the laundromat would be a 2.
It would be. That could be a good part, too.
He conveniently washes freshly dookied.
Hey, yeah. You can wash them and talk to the ghost while you're over there. That's interesting, man. Well, man, do you have any other audio you'd like to let us hear, or would you like to, anything you'd like to promote?
I want to hear more EVPs.
Yeah, I think one more good EVP from your
if I get a few minutes, I can dig through and upload and let it do its thing.
That would be awesome, then, man.
I can keep y'all here for months.
We appreciate it, man. We don't want to keep you all night, man. I know our show. This is you've already gave us over an hour. So we appreciate your time. I think this might be a long-lasting relationship we just started, though.
Yeah, it seems so.
We needed somebody because, I used to research this stuff all the time. Like, not just this, but secret societies, UFOs, stuff like that. and I came to a point where I just quit, and I haven't dealt with this stuff yet for a long time.
So we're bringing it all back.
I'm
to
trying to bring,
fruition,
I'm trying to bring it back out of me, man.
Bringing back Connors. That's pretty cool, man. It's you never know what's going to happen from show to show when you bring in guests, who you're going to click with, who you're going to meet. It seems like we all have a lot of the same interest, and doing these investigations and bringing in people and introducing them to the investigations and stuff is something that is really interesting to me.
Yeah,
it's something that I've dickered and wanted to do for a long time.
You're really the only one that's seen a ghost full on, because if I ever saw a full on ghost that was standing there, I think my hair would go gray and I would be in a mental ward. There was one time that I told you that crazy story. I could have saw a ghost head on, but I decided not to even look at it. But it was there, and I walked right past it.
Wow,
it's fucking wild. But you've actually seen that dude with the pipe was a ghost.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think there's several moments where I've seen, and the thing is, man, I rarely, not going to say never, but I rarely see those half. The barely lit, the pieces,
the plasma-ish ones.
I see humans.
Yeah, you see fucking.
I think they're
straight
humans.
On. Yeah,
I see human beings, and I interact with them, and I talk to them. And then they don't seem to be there. I don't know, man. Like I said, some of that stuff make you have to go to Eastern State.
Yeah.
But like I told Slim one of these weird stories. Yeah. I took a dare from a friend. I took a bunch of acid and tried to put myself in Eastern State, and they wouldn't take me. So that makes me think that I shouldn't be there. Then. Absolutely. I threw a dare. Yeah, ate a 10 strip and walked down 4th Street till I hit Eastern State and walked right in that bitch.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Like I'm on acid.
Yeah, no, I didn't tell them that at all. I told them that I was crazy and I need to be in there. I was like, I see people, I see shit, I see ghosts.
That's what you think when you're tripping out. You want to go to the mental ward.
Yeah, I thought I was telling the truth.
Yeah, you actually went there.
Boy, I was like, I wish they would have videoed me, man. I'd get actor of the year.
You know where your store was downtown? We were tripping so hard driving downtown that I pulled my car over on that sidewalk. And I was like, we got to go to the mental ward. I said, that's all. I've broken down. We're going, and we pulled over right there on the sidewalk, and we stood there for a minute, and we were like, wait a minute, we're going to get arrested. So we backed out. And
Slim, do you think you caught something back there? You look like you got the heebie-jeebies. Are you okay? What do you think happened?
I have no idea, bro, but I got a sensation.
You've been here at night by yourself. Have you ever felt anything strange here?
No, never.
Yeah. Seems like a pretty fairly new building.
What about that weird little pop for the front door-ish area?
Yeah. I have heard that. And I've wondered what that is. But then I'm like, this might be an old building. It might be settling.
I feel like the more we put stuff into it, the less anything weird feels.
Yeah.
I felt like when I came in here and it was completely empty, there was a little bit of a different feeling. We can shout out to the people on Facebook land. We appreciate everybody that's tuning in, you guys. What you see right here is the cool ass poster from the Split album that we did, Valenian and Next to Nothing. And then you have Valenian and Next to Nothing right here. So basically, you guys are the luckiest motherfuckers in Facebook land.
And you got Nick too. Oh, it's over here.
Yeah, and we got the Nick album.
And then Michael Jackson underneath.
That was actually drawn by Josh Mason's awesome girlfriend, Rebecca.
Nice, man.
She's amazing. She's a heck of an artist. I think they live in Virginia, Roanoke.
You've been hit by.
Oh, we got Slim. Look at Slim. He just got
a smooth criminal. Dun 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 dun. Ow!
He just got the heebie-jeebies. He's saying that he went to the back. And when he went to the back, he shut the door, and all of a sudden, he felt a little bit of something.
I was a little scared. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. What is that feeling? Is there a name for that feeling when you go to the, when you were a kid and you'd go to the refrigerator and you'd get everything you got, and then you'd hit the lights, and for some reason you felt like you had to run back to your bedroom?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Shit willies.
The shit willies. You've been hit by the shit willies. Yeah, that the shit willies, man, used to hit me all the time. I was lucky enough that, dude, as a kid, I got to walk around and act a fool in the old Paris, Bourbon County TB hospital.
Oh, I've heard about that. I've seen people on YouTube, investigators break in.
Yeah, I would. I had a friend, it's gone now, and I guess we can't get in any trouble. Me and my buddy went in there, and he caught fire to 3 floors of that motherfucker.
That's good.
We were like Beavis.
It's gone now.
We were Beavis and Butthead at 12 years old, walking away from it as the fire department was coming in.
Hell yeah.
I got a little too much of the shit willies, and I'm gonna go out here and
he's got to leave the studio. He's been so overwhelmed by what's going on and what maybe we're festering the shit up. There might not have been a fucking thing going on here, but now that we're all talking about it, trying to bring it to fruition, it's all going to come through slim.
Just go on and call Eastern State and get it over with.
Yeah, just get us an Eastern State.
I have now tainted your studio.
Tainted love. We got Evan Smith. Slim is a sensation, he says.
What about us, bro? What about us?
Slim took the cake, man. He's outside though.
He's a new sensation.
Travis, did you find something?
Yeah, I was having an issue. I thought I'd stumbled across the disembodied voice from Ross, the Timmy, but for some reason the file is not compatible with Audacity, even though I've listened to it on there a million times. Go figure. So I'm reloading the big one I had a while ago. It's taking a second.
Oh, no worries, man.
We've got another proper lady.
No worries.
Special little audio clip here.
Once again, man, you want to, advertisements, what we're here for. How can people reach you, and how can people book tours?
We will be getting those up and going here. Mostly, we're going to focus on Ross. It's a hometown haunt. It's the third most haunted site in the state.
People want that too.
Yeah. It is super active. We're in collaboration with the owners right now. We're working out the details. So very, very soon, probably Halloween, they're booked up, is what it is. Everybody's already in it. So immediately after that, we should be getting them started up. But if they want to contact us, you can look me up on Facebook at Travis Franklin, or you can look up our group page, Paranormal Kentucky, KPRIS group page.
Yeah,
on Facebook.
If you guys have any issues or anything, you have any queries, and you just want to come through SkullFace Records through it, man, it's 859-588-6456. We can answer any of your questions and get you straight to Travis, man, for all of your haunting needs.
Just a side note too, this is if anybody out there has anything going on, we're more than happy to investigate, and we never charge. So anybody that ever tries to charge you, punch them in the face and call them a fraud, they are, because that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm the same way with music.
I wonder if the 30 A. Keller area. Have you heard about that old building that used to be that hospital?
Yeah, Chris is real familiar with it. My partner. And by that I mean ghost hunting partner. Speaking of, I was going to say taboo. I don't generally touch things, especially people I know.
Giggity.
Since we're waiting on this thing to do its thing, I'll tell you a semi-interesting story. I almost pulled this up, but I'm not sure exactly where it's at in the file, so it would have took me forever to find it. But back to my best friend passed away. It was 10 years ago, and it was on August 15th, 2010. On August 14th of this year, we went to a friend of mine. She has a cousin was having some activity, and he was pretty much freaking out. He had a priest or somebody had tried to come and do a cleansing, and that went south. So she had us come and check it out. Generally, I never, ever try to reach out to anybody I know or anything like that at all. So I haven't, as far as I know, I've never really heard from anybody I knew. It's always been just unfamiliar people. So anyway, and while I was going over this audio, my friend back in the day used to call me Skeet. So if I was coming down, he used to live 3 houses down, and if I came out and I'm heading his way, he would go Skeet. It was just, that's the way he did it. Skeet.
Is this a Cedarbrook?
No, this was down back on the day I lived in Cherokee. But so anyway, I'm going over this audio from this investigation, and out of nowhere, I hear my name. It goes Travis, and then Travis, and then you hear Skeet.
Oh, no way. And that's the dude that's passed away?
Yep, and I'd never heard of it, and it's definitely him.
Damn, you have that on here?
It's on the laptop. It's in like a 6-minute file, and I'm not exactly sure exactly where in that file it's at. So, I mean, I could find it, but it's...
Oh, that's crazy.
Let's see.
That's spooky stuff, man.
Spooky.
Dude, well, I told you that one story, man. I was in that house in Sadieville, and I heard somebody in the room.
Yeah, you ran in?
Yeah, I ran in. I fell through the floor. Sucked.
You ran in, heard something, fell through the floor.
Yeah. Well,
so it's always something that breaks.
I heard something. I ran in, and it's like I got in the middle, and boom, my foot went straight through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking stupid.
It knew that was going to happen.
Wish I would have had some stuff to like record. I've always wished sometimes I record everything all day. Everything all day, every day.
I haven't been to too many haunted locations lately.
I haven't either. It sounds fun to me.
Yeah, totally.
I'm ready to do it, man. I'm ready to go to the other realm. The other side. I see you on the other side.
See you on the dark side of the moon.
Vi domar om en eller säker officer this guy.
Back to the Faceless Forecasters. We have Valinian, the Wormwood People.
Skullface Records Radio. Paranormal.
Fuck y'all, bitch. Justin Crocker.
You like Justin Crocker?
Oh, he's my boy, dude. What'd he do? What'd he say?
He didn't say nothing. Get off my Facebook.
No, I saw his name, man. That's Croc. That's the Crocker Shocker.
Crocker likes me.
actually reached the point where we are today.
Man, we are back live in the studio with Paranormal. We got DJ Slim back in. He shit his fucking pants because he got scared because there's all kinds of scary shit going on. But he is back. He's got a clean pair on. He's ready to rock and roll, man.
Yeah, clean.
It's been an exciting night, Slim, man. How's it going your way? As things are getting weird tonight.
Things got really weird when I closed that door in the back room.
No shit, man.
I asked questions that I heard Travis asking when he was playing some of our stuff. That, for the investigations. I asked if there were any spirits that wanted to communicate with me. I told them that the red light would not hurt them. Communicate with me through that device. So if we catch anything like that in that recording, but I'm going to tell you what, boys, when I closed that door back there and I was standing in the dark and all I could see was that red light on that recorder, I got the shit willies.
No shit.
Yes, I did. I got the shit willies, and it was weird. Like, it was a nervous kind of shit willy. Like immediately when I was done, I don't know if I got anything when I went in the bathroom and closed the door, but I know that when I went back there and closed the door, like when I was done with that, I wanted to go smoke to get rid of the nervousness because it was a nervous feeling.
Kind of the somebody watching me paranoia.
Yeah.
The heebie-jeebies.
Yeah. The shit willies.
Yeah. Ronnie.
Yeah.
Nobody's asked you.
About what?
Like, what's one of your most heebie-jeebie moments?
Okay, me and ex-girlfriend break into the Battle Grove Cemetery, jump the fence.
Ooh, so right here in Cynthiana.
Right here in Cynthiana. It's like I said, is the battleground. We're making out in the dark, and then we hear like something. It's kind of classic. You hear like a chain dragging. So we were like, let's just get out of here. So as we're leaving, we hit like this wall of energy, just like that wall of energy I told you on the last episode at Beef O'Brady's.
Yeah.
When we hit this wall of energy, she immediately almost passes out. I catch her, and I'm already like, it's okay. It's just pissed off we're here. Don't worry about it. It starts flicking her ear.
Whoa.
So then she starts really freaking out and running away. So we run, get in my car, go back to my grandmother's house. We're upstairs, right? And she's freaking out. All of a sudden, 3 orbs come out of this old mirror in my room. One goes up, and the other 2 fall away. We both see it, and then these are orbs coming out of a mirror. They stop, they go down, then they fly away like that.
What the shit?
So then she freaks out, runs out of my house, and is waiting in my car. I go in my other room that I have to go get something.
I didn't expect all this.
And I go get it, and then in the corner of my eye, I see an apparition standing at my door. I could see, it's like a plasma. It was like kind of like an orange beige plasma. I could see a suit and everything, but I didn't want to look at it head on because I'd flip my fucking lid.
Oh, shit.
But with no fear at all. I don't know why I had no fear. I had no fear, grabbed my stuff, walked right past it, went down there and kind of told her slowly that I just walked past.
Because you wanted to be brave.
Yeah, I mean, I was totally. As soon as it hit, I knew how to act because I've just always been able to deal with situations. But she was freaked out, and
I know why you had no fear.
Because I was probably going to get laid that night.
Right.
The power of pussy.
It's pussy power, bro.
Yeah, man.
Pussy, right?
No fear.
That's it. You was protecting the honor of your woman.
Yeah, dude. But that's a wild story, right?
Yeah, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's my good one.
That's insane, man.
It was a quick rendition.
That's an insane one, man. Yeah, we'll have to touch on that one later. Giggity, giggity.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. I can't say that 3 times. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Giggity, giggity, giggity,
You can sing like a
giggity.
canary, but you can't say giggity, giggity.
I can't say giggity. Giggity, giggity.
So I think Travis has some stuff he's got set up from some past experiences he's going to share with us.
This is another one from the same voices before. It's the same woman. She followed us around.
Oh, no shit.
The British woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all probably aware of whether it's the building itself or hauntings or whatever, that hallway in the balcony, going to the balcony tends to be cool. So
And we're talking about the Ross
opera.
The Ross.
The
Chris
Opera
O'Donnell was Robin in Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'll be damned. And his parents owned the rock.
They created his grandfather.
I don't pop for no one.
You don't pop that shit? They used to have a Circle of Friends poster signed by him down there.
Huh.
That means nothing to me.
I know you don't like Chris O'Donnell, man. Hey, Chris O'Donnell's a poor man's Sean Austin.
I'm just kidding with you, man. It is. The history it's weird how you get those really big ones that come from here.
Yeah.
Giggity.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course,
for
we had Joe B. Hall, too.
Yeah, dude,
Joe B. Hall,
amazing.
Robert
Creators of
Kirkman.
Raggedy Ann and Andy.
Yeah.
There's an old famous jazz drummer that was from here
There's a
back
lot
in the 50s.
of weird, awesome stuff. that
There's a
comes from here,
celebrity that lives here in Cynthiana on a farm.
Yeah, the girl pop star?
No.
Oh.
I'm talking about a celebrity from the late 70s.
Uh-huh.
Who?
He played the character Andy Terry on WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah, he lives here. I've heard that.
He lives in Cynthiana on a farm. And apparently, from what I heard, he's an asshole.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
But, he still lives in Cynthiana. I think that's pretty fucking cool.
There's this famous pop star that lives
right
on some pig farm out in the country somewhere that's like huge all over the world.
Really?
My cousin, who's a cop, she had a stalker, and that's how he found out about her.
Oh, no shit. Mm-hmm. What so this is more from the lady in white?
That's who we assume it is.
And that's what she goes by. Does she have any aliases or?
Not that I know of. So we got the name Katrina Chambers, but
that's right. Yeah,
may
that's what
or
I was
may
thinking.
not be her.
Such a cool name,
Katrina Chambers.
I could see that on a T-shirt. Like literally, that's a pretty cool little name.
Here we go.
She says there's a wicked chill in here. And of course, again,
She says that?
A wicked chill is what we're listening for.
She says there's a wicked chill in here.
Ooh.
Wicked chill in here.
I almost says like we can just chill in here.
We can just chill in here.
She goes, wicked chill in here.
Wow, that's a good one.
Wow, that is a good one.
Yeah. Did you hear it with the headphones on?
I didn't get to hear it. Can I actually hear it one more time because I had to listen? Let the people on Facebook land hear it.
Oh, wow.
Then there's something we could chill in here.
Yep. She goes, wicked chill in here.
Wicked.
Ooh, let's hear more. That was
wicked
good.
chair in here. Wicked chin hair.
Wicked chin hair.
Hey, I found the. Sorry, I interrupted.
Oh no at all.
I was telling you all about Joe and us hitting the cold spot and hearing the high heels.
Yeah.
It's right after this one.
Oh no shit. So he has all these documented on paper too, like a movie script, which is pretty cool. It helps him, I guess, do the guidelines and stuff. Correct?
Yeah.
That's
Know
neat.
where everything's at.
Yeah, that's cool stuff.
Now, if I hear that voice while we're doing our investigation,
Wicked, chill, and ill. Wicked, chill, and ill. She's describing me.
Yeah.
Wicked, chill, and ill.
According to my transcript, I didn't have an exact time on that one. I just had like immediately after. There's a woman says on here says I'm watching you.
Ooh,
and it says
shit.
note. I also mentioned that I feel a cold pocket, and then immediately after getting Joe to verify the cold spot, a woman's high-heeled shoes can be heard walking away from us. I remember this night. I was wearing a pair of blue Nikes. Joe had on a pair of Adidas, and she was wearing Fila's. She was kind of the skater chick or whatever. So we all had, soft-soled shoes on. I can't talk.
Man, that would freak me out.
I had a incident at another haunted house where I was listening to someone walk around with high heels in the basement. Freaky, man.
Yeah,
the house keeps getting sold. Like people keep moving out of it.
Footsteps creep me out.
Yeah, I mean, I heard it like I didn't know there's a basement. I was listening to it through the vent. It's pretty scary.
Like I said, I'm not sure exactly. My next mark is at 34:20. It looks like there's about 40 seconds. Somewhere within this 40 seconds, it'll happen.
All right.
Whoa. Do you feel that? Come down there, it's like a cold spot right there. Right here? Yeah, like on the second, third step, there's a serious, like, change in temperature.
I don't know if you heard that. It was right after we.
Yeah,
I heard
footsteps.
I heard her talking, and I heard footsteps.
You heard talking? I heard
Yeah.
I heard a step. I was listening for a pops for the steps.
You hear it?
Yeah. I didn't.
I don't think
You
I
didn't catch
caught
it? It's right before right.
Turn it up just a hair. You can hear it just kind of, it's just a. This one probably not as clear. I had it marked as a B.
Uh huh.
Said he dropped me hard on the ballroom floor. See if that picks up on the mic. Get my headphones on so I can hear what we got going on.
Absolutely. That yeah.
Oh, that was
He
her
dropped me
again.
hard on the ballroom.
Yeah, drop me hard on the ballroom.
Drop me hard on the ballroom.
If they were dancing,
Gotta be the alien room.
like he was saying earlier, that's where the old theater actors
Yeah.
retire, right?
Wow.
Seems like drop me
Yeah.
hard on the ballroom floor.
Yep, they used to have balls and dances and
Yeah, that gives me the
productions.
goosebumps, man.
You know that place lights up at night like the Shining Ballroom, and there's like people there partying.
So what we're going to do for everybody is we're going to keep them up to date on when Travis is available, on how to get tours and all-night events at the Raw.
Well, they do
Opera House.
ghost hunts here too.
And ghost hunts.
Yeah.
So we have several things. If you're interested in any of that, please just contact us. You can, email us at SkullFace Records. What's our email? Tell them about the social media, Slim.
skullfaceradio@gmail.com. You can call 859-588-6456, or you can check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/groups/SkullFaceRecordsRadio.
Wait a minute, you guys are on the World Wide Web?
Absolutely, man. Yeah.
And people listen? Like,
Well, they tune in and then they tune.
Oh,
off.
check us out on YouTube as well. YouTube.com/C/SkullFaceRecords.
Oh yeah, or you can find us on Facebook Live all the time. You could come to Cynthiana and watch us from afar, because if you come to the studio, you might get dealt with.
You can find me on TikTok, banging them videos. Ooh.
Yeah. So, just let you guys know.
Do you for real have a TikTok?
No, I don't even know what TikTok is, man.
Bullshit.
Instagram, just another word for me.
Isn't that a breath mint?
So, Travis Franklin, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for coming in. Thank you for everything that you've brought to the attention. You've intrigued. You've taught us. It's been a great night. It's been an honor to have you in. We are. Cheers to the future. I think we got a lot of cool things that we might do here in the future with this little gang here. I think we got some cool things that we might be able to announce later on. We hope to have you in the studio again. Is there anything else you want to holler at or tell anybody fuck you before we leave?
Maybe my ex, fuck you. Go for it.
fuck all of our exes. Fuck y'all, man. It's been 21 years, but, go fuck yourself.
Hell yeah, amen.
To fucking yourself for 21 more years.
You guys have tuned into Paranotnormal. Over here we have Ronnie Kenner. Me, I'm just an asshole. Appreciate you, Slim, for tuning in all the songs.
Yeah.
Travis Franklin, appreciate you being an awesome guest. Do we got any more music?
No, that's it.
Then fuck music.
Fuck
We'll
music.
see you guys next week.
Peace out.
Not normal.
listening to Paranotnormal on SkullFace Records Radio. This is Swamped and Ashy. It's Haunted Me. SkullFace Records Radio, bitches.
Yeah! Don't forget to sit back, enjoy the breeze. Be good to others and live as you please. Don't forget to sit back, enjoy the breeze. Be good to others and live as you please. Honestly, honesty as always. Haunted me, honestly, honesty as always. Haunted me, honestly, honesty as always. Haunted me, honestly.